Welcome back to the Div 12 Ressies Game Day Vlogs. This is the final episode of Season 2 and the lads are competing in a grand final. If you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any footy content, subscribe down below. And if you want to keep up with the team, you can follow the lads on Instagram. So here we go, the final episode of the Wattle Park Animals Div 12 Ressies Game Day Vlogs. We have made the grand final for the lowest div of the VAFA. Our opponents are Melbourne High School. They have beaten everyone in this league by 120 points. They have been a very dominant team this season. We've played them twice already. We defied the odds to beat them on our home turf in the middle of the year, and that was when Jarrah had a kick on the siren. So because we won last week against Hawthorn, we take on Melbourne High. They are a very dominant footy side, and we're going to have to bring our best this weekend. So grand final week kicked off with training on Tuesday night. It was freezing cold and wet conditions, but we went out and had a bit of a kick and a catch. It's just a young cub trying to get at the king of the jungle.
Hungry boy.
Yeah, someone's hungry. Wait, what did you guys get? Just joking.
This week was just about celebrating what we've done across the last 2 years and really getting amongst it with each other, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To run around in a grand final with some of your mates is just ridiculous. So very grateful to be in this position, and we just wanted to soak up every part of this week.
Who's your mid-forward swap today? Have you been doing
Mid-forward swaps. Who are we?
How do they fucking...
What are we doing?
Why do they need to ask that question when they know it's Will?
What are we doing?
Did you see his player comparison? It was almost like Heaney.
Why are we walking around the truth, guys? From the centre today, I could actually play midfield minutes.
Man, I don't know, 2 years of the vlogs and we're here. It's the big dance. Great ground. Here we are at Preston City Oval. It's where they play some VFL footy. Awesome deck, slippery underfoot, which gets me very, very toey, and big 50s. So, man, I don't know. I think it'll advantage them throughout the middle of the ground. They like to spread. They're a young, fit side. But I think it'll advantage us when we go inside 50 and apply the heat. So, man, so excited. Doing it for Rog. One more to go, 4 quarters. Come on, boys.
Stiff not to get the selection.
Yeah, no, it's probably a good thing for the team. Don't need me running around or jogging around making a waste of a spot. No, we've got a good 22 out there today, and backing the boys to do it comfortably.
Here we go.
Warm up with the 10 boys, don't you?
Oh man, that's all it is, man. Used to that. That's all it is. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm out of breath. But that's no shock.
Predictions for today? How you all gonna go?
One touch. We win it though. Doesn't matter. We win it. We win it.
Come on, boys. This is it. There's nothing next week. Come on, boys. Story's not built for them. It's built for us, all right?
Very good to see a lot of heads in this room. Really appreciate it. We family, friends, players, everyone come down. We're building a big community, and we're going to make sure it's seen and heard today. So I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for the support that we're going to get. It's been good the last few weeks. I've got some stuff written on the boards here. So if you look on the magnet boards, big game today, big oval. One thing I can say, I've never played a grand final, but I've definitely played big games in Adelaide, and we've played on Marvel and the MCG. And one thing I'm sure anyone who's done that would recognise is you can get lost out there. Okay, so you can get lost in the emotion of the crowd, you can get lost in the emotion of the occasion, you can get lost just by the size of the deck. So just remember that we do have a game of football to play. If you're out there and you're feeling lost, you're feeling like this is a bigger ground than I've ever played on, it's a footy game. We got to get the job done. Okay, so it's a game of footy. The job gets done. We spoke last time we played Melbourne High. It's going to be a street fight. They come all day. You got to be prepared for that. Okay, the first quarter last time we played, and we dominated the first 10 minutes, and they came back. Okay, they're not going to lie down easy. They're not going to. All 4 quarters are going to come back. So there's no easy punches today. Everything that you do in that field, you got to work hard for the whole quarter. Okay, Wenny, it's time. He's got a big speed.
I believe in you all. I myself believe in all of you 24 blokes to win the game today. Now, I would like to get Kados up here.
Oh, please.
Open the box and read this.
Don't read it out loud.
Dear Kados, it's time from Lenny.
Kados, when you open it, you know what to do. On your feet, lads.
You find him at the pub on a Friday night. He's got a game tomorrow. Tell everyone inside. The stories of his past. He picked as a team. He might be playing too. But he'll do anything for the team. He's a back pocket plugger. A back pocket plugger. A back pocket plugger. Oh. One more time. A back pocket plugger. Anything. A back pocket plugger. A back pocket plugger. Oh. The first quarter kicked off, and there was a couple of moments that made me twig that we're in a grand final. One of them very early was Baz just bodying a couple of blokes in the forward line. That got me up and about, and just so many other efforts from a lot of our players, like your DDs, your Sketchers, your Cam Moratores. People putting their body on the line really early set the tone for a grand final first quarter. To start the game, it was like the ground was tilted one way. The footy kept going into our defensive half. Our backline has probably been the Rock of Gibraltar for us, especially in the back half of the season. So important to setting up the way we play is having a really strong backline. But the weight of numbers and how much supply that Melbourne High School were getting, it made it very hard, and cracks started to develop really early. We could tell that Melbourne High were on top of the contest. Jared Davis gets a free kick and snaps our first goal of the game. And that was good. Energy was up. We got on the scoreboard. We knew that we'd been on the back foot in the first quarter, but the scoreboard was very similar to the first game we played against Melbourne High. We've been in this position before, and our second quarters have enabled us to get back into games, make some adjustments, and start getting the game on our term. Despite getting absolutely slammed in the first quarter, I went in at quarter time pretty optimistic that if we made some adjustments, we could get ourselves back into the contest.
We're panicking a bit here. We're only a couple goals down. We got on our terms in that last 5 minutes. It looked the way we want a game to look. And they've got that end with the wind and the downhill sort of angle. So I'm confident we played good second quarters. I'm confident we can really get ourselves back in it now. But they just tend to calm. People are starting to get a bit jittery.
The thing that did concern me at quarter time was how flustered everyone was. Like, I was sort of walking around all the groups and everyone was just high on adrenaline and the blood was pumping and you could just hear people peppering each other. It didn't sound like a team that had a steely resolve and a measured approach to come and make adjustments in the second quarter.
It's fine for you to pick a Cam, but I need some smalls around him to really just put an extra 10% in to get him at his feet, because he is going up 1 on 4 and they're coming down and he's on the deck because he's getting fucking slammed, all right? He's getting body slammed and we've got no one to support. So fine to kick the Cam, but I need some of these smaller guys, some of you crummers to really work with him as a team. I need you to voice with Cam, I'm at your feet. Cam, I'm behind you. Cam, I'm in front of you. If it's Brandon, if it's Keegs, if it's Andre, if it's one of the tall guys, I need the voice, the crummers at the feet, all right?
Let's go, come on.
Bit of zoom ball. We got to get some inside 50s. We're winning the middle, but we're not winning the inside 50s.
Come on, boys.
When you get it deep, get it in there. All right? We know that the guys are forward. We got to give them a look at this quarter. We got to get it in there.
The second quarter went pretty similarly to the first quarter. Melbourne High just kept getting so much supply, so many entries and converting their chances. But a couple of our boys tried to fight our way back into the contest. Willie Taylor took a great mark and had a set shot. He didn't quite connect well with the footy with the shot on goal, but it was awesome to see Willie Taylor presenting as a forward and trying to Willie slide back into the contest. And then Schraderade got a 50. Lined up in front of the big crowd, and this is one of the loudest moments that we had for the day. Schraderade kicks his set shot, does a celebration, and the crowd went absolutely bananas.
We're good at evening up the contest and beating them in the contest. We haven't been able to do that today. We'll find it out. It's just tough. It's just a really hard game to... Well, I guess that's what grand finals are for, and whoever wants it more wins. So they want it a little bit more at the moment. We won't drop our heads. We'll find it out. I need to get more than 4 touches because that's not going to look good on the Prem data in a grand final. So hopefully I can get near it. But yeah, they're a good team, and just, yeah, hopefully we can even it up a little bit this quarter.
We're all in this together, yes we are. That's how we're going to get through, the power of friendship. That's the only way we're going to win this one today. A bit of High School Musical, got to get your head in the game, got to get your head in the game. But I kicked into the man on the mark, and then I went to bump him, and then I fucked my shoulder, and then I ran off, like, it was so embarrassing. I'm like, I got my brothers, my family's watching, they saw me do that, so... What are we going to do? I don't know, but let's have fun.
And there's this man who's in his bed watching at hospital going to his 7th surgery today, alright? Fucking, if their heads go down, he's going to be watching, and that is just the flattest response we can give this man. Alright, I don't care if we win or lose this game now, I don't care what the scoreline looks like in the end, but he's going to be watching and he's going to see if you pull out of a contest, he's going to see if you don't run 2 ways, he's going to see if you let your man get 3, he's going to see if you're up 1 against 4 and you don't put an effort in, alright? Let's trade the goal square. None of this. Let's get the goal square.
There you go, let's go.
We came out to start the second half, and we just wanted to have fun again. We've had an amazing journey this season. We've been so connected as a group. We've had some amazing victories. We are the Mighty Ducks. We don't train. We don't know how to kick drop punts. And we seem to get results out on the field just through our connection. So I think we just wanted to get back to playing as a connected team, having a little bit of fun, and also just giving it the best shot that we could. Druzy switched Roaming Has forward, and Roaming Has kicked 2 goals in this third quarter. Bit of a coming of age game for Roaming Has. He's been this silky little high half forward for us. He can play some wing at times, but I don't know, he's tougher than that, and he proved that in this game. He took a couple of big hits and really put his body on the line a couple of times. It was just so impressive to see it. Cam Moratore was running in and had a shot at goal. I took a little slips catch running towards the pocket, and I thought, now's my moment. There's not going to be much content that we put out from this game, so now I can go back, slot me goal, celebrate to the crowd, probably just walk off straight away once I do it, get on the laptop and chuck something out, because I wasn't really getting much more footy for the rest of the game. So I went back to the top of my mark, and at training we had a captain's run on the Friday night. I'd had about 15 shots from this exact spot, and I was practicing my snaps, and I ballied all of them. And for some reason, in the heat of the grand final, I thought I would give that a go. I haven't hit one of those clean for a long time, and for some reason, with the live stream on, Rogie watching in hospital, the faithful turning out in the grandstands, I thought I would go for a kick that I haven't been confident in. And obviously I didn't hit it well. And yeah, it was sort of summed up how we were going for the afternoon.
Tough 5 weeks, tough 6 weeks. We've fought on. There's a lot of resilience about this side. There's a lot of ticker. Box on as well as we could, but just met a team that, you know, has beaten everyone by 120 points this year. So it is what it is, but really proud of the group and so topic for beers. So topic for beers.
It's going to be a little bit of rain. We've got a crowd here today. Let's show them the best quarter of footy we can. We've got a crowd watching. Fuck the scoreboard. They've got 1 quarter to show them like what we can actually do, how we can actually play footy. I've seen it this year so many times. I want to see it now, right? Not the chirp, not the biff, not the fucking them running over us and shoving their face in the dirt because they were going to win a flag. Who gives a fuck, right? 1 quarter of your best footy. Then we can walk off the park and we can celebrate that. We can celebrate that tonight. We'll celebrate it next week. Best quarter of footy. Let's put it on the park right now, right?
I got moved into the middle for the last quarter. And when the game's done and dusted, that's when McDonald starts the stat pad. It was actually one of my best quarters for the season. Probably speaks volumes of my ability to lead, not by example, because once the game was over, I really started to cash in and just get a couple cheapies. But as we said, getting back to enjoying the game, getting back to having fun, a big occasion. I don't know how often I'm going to be on the field with some of my closest mates playing the game. So it was just about getting back out, appreciating what we've built and what we get to experience together. And yeah, it's one of the funnest quarters of football that I've played in a long, long time. But the moment of the day for mine was what happened in the last quarter. Junior has been a player for us who joined the footy club 18 months ago. He'd never played footy before. And throughout last season, he became this stalwart of our side, who's become a really important cog in the wheel that is the Div 12 Ressies. He's only kicked 1 goal in his footballing career. It was against Melbourne High when we played them throughout the season. And when he kicked the goal, he went bananas. He celebrated like it was a cricket wicket. And he's just one of our favourite teammates. So in the last quarter, when the game was done and dusted, we wanted one more highlight to leave the game with. And Junior grabbed it, threw it on the boot, and he's kicked his 2nd ever goal in footy, and the crowd went absolutely crazy. And for us at the Div 12 Ressies, celebrating local footy, but celebrating being inclusive at local footy, celebrating abilities, all shapes and sizes, is what it's all about. It's what we play for. And Junior kicking a goal, his 2nd ever goal on grand final day in front of everyone, sort of sums up what we've been looking to achieve across the last 18 months. And yeah, one of my favourite moments from the grand final.
I want beers. I want a lot of beers. I want all the beers. I want every single beer. When we lost, I was like, oh yeah, I can cop it. You know, it is what it is. But then I forgot that there's a ceremony that you got to watch. I thought they handed out certificates on a Tuesday night afterwards, and then when we all started to gather, I went, oh, you're kidding. Yeah. Someone was listening.
I hope it's warm.
It's my first beer ever.
Turns out the power of friendship is not at all, man. They're much more skillful and youthful and better players than us, but what a season. I guess we don't love Roger enough. That's my thoughts. I've metaphorically hung up the boots. Don't call me, don't hit my line, I'm out of the game.
Yeah, I want to say congratulations to Melbourne High. Obviously, the yardstick all season. We knew going into grand final day it was going to be a tall order. So congratulations to them for their season. I want to thank Wattle Park for letting the Marmalade boys and myself and the creators come down and get weird. Just really appreciate them welcoming us with open arms and embracing what we do on and off field. And yeah, couldn't have asked for a better club to make these vlogs and make this content with. I want to thank the Marmalade boys, Checkers in particular. You know, to coach a footy side takes a lot of resources and admin, and takes a lot of your week up, let alone to coach it, to film it, to post it. He does everything, Checkers. He's a workhorse on and off field. The way he works hard in the ruck is sort of similarly to how he works with his career, and he's just head down, ass up. He's never not working or editing or filming or producing. And then what he does for other people in the space, whether you've got 1,000 followers or 100,000 followers, he's always there to give people a chop out. And without Jim Brady and Marmalade and all those boys, we wouldn't be doing this. You know, I would not have played footy again if it wasn't for Checkers doing what they did in Adelaide and bringing it to Melbourne, and then hitting me up and saying, would you be my captain and would you play? And I'm like, man, I haven't played in 10 years. I've had crippling anxiety around playing footy, so the thought of coming back was terrifying, and now I've almost fallen in love with footy again. I didn't expect myself to enjoy the last 2 years as much as I have, so massive thank you to Checkers and the Marmalade boys, and I also want to thank everyone who's tuned in. When we get messages of people saying that they're joining their local footy club, or you know, they haven't played for 10 years and they're going to get back into it off the back of watching the content, like realistically, as much as we do it for an Instagram clip and a YouTube video here and there, that's really what we put ourselves out for. So really appreciate the support on the content the last couple of years, and yeah, I'll be back with some more videos very, very soon. It's very exciting here at McDonald HQ. We now have our weekends free and our weeks free, so can't wait to bring some of the older sort of content that we've done before back, and yeah, just ride out the rest of the footy season before getting into the cricket. But really appreciate the support, and I'll see you for some more content very, very soon. We love you, Rog, and long live the Div 12 Ressies.